Hello and welcome back to For the Win on Sandman Sports Picks. Pratty Sandhu, of course, joined by Paulie Fraser. And we're here for the crown jewel of the PGA Tour, the 2025 Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass. It's the stadium course, Paul. It is the granddaddy. It's got the infamous 17th hole. A lot of iconic moments. I mean, I think we played this course probably, 25,000 times in the Tiger Woods video game?
Yeah, and that was probably in one day.
I mean, this course, it changes so much with the winds. Like the crosswinds, I think, make this course really, really tough. Like the headwinds and downwinds, not the toughest, but in the video game, some of those holes, some of those driving holes, like you really got to feather it in those spots. So,
Well,
pumped up for this one.
When you get some crosswind, and you have to aim, over there just to put it in the middle of the fairway, which is over there. Yeah, right. That's some pretty sick wind.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of water on the course, as we know. Designed by the great Pete Dye. And let's not forget Alice Dye. Alice Dye came up with the idea for the 17th. She's like, what are we going to do with all that land? So it's a fun tournament. I actually had a winner on this tournament back in 2011 with KJ Choi.
Oh, yeah.
At 75-1. I put a whole $1 on him. And I won.
Oh, I remember that. You were happier than a pig and shit, dude, when that came. I mean, I was like, wait.
Yeah. I mean, it was just dabbling in the golf betting market back then. I think I took Graham McDowell at the 2010 U.S. Open at like 70-1 or something like that, and he came through. Yeah. So this is a fun tournament. We'll have a little bit of the LIV Singapore event as well, but let's get into the granddaddy. And I got 4 picks up the sleeve for the Players Championship, and let's kick it off. With the first pick, it is Tommy Fleetwood. This guy is a top 10 player in the world, Paul, but he has yet to win on the PGA Tour. He's won like 9-10 times on the DP World European Tour. He's beaten the best. He's beaten Rory. He's beaten Rahm. He's beaten all those guys, but just not on U.S. soil. So here I am, taking the plunge, and I think he gets it done. I think this course sets up perfect for his game. He's a control player, hits a lot of greens, doesn't curve the ball too much. He just plays good, solid A to B golf, and I think that's what it takes. And I am running with Tommy Ladd, and I think this could be the one, Paul. I think this course sets up really well for him. So give me Tommy Ladd. 27-1.
Pretty good.
One sec there. So Tommy Ladd is the guy I am rolling with there, Paul. Let's go to the second pick I got up my sleeve. Another control player, Aaron Rai, the 2-gloved bandit. The Englishman, he is up there in the tour and, approximate to the hole, I should say. Greens in regulation. Just a really, really good, solid A to B player, a lot like Tommy. So I'm going with 2 Englishmen off the bat. And I'm getting 5 places as well with Aaron. And I just don't know what to say about this guy. He's just sneaky good. Not flashy. He puts the head covers on his irons, and that's like a big taboo in the golf world, right? And he just said that his first set of irons were really expensive, and he wanted to take care of them. Yeah. And he's ever since he's used iron covers, and it's kind of one of those things in golf that, it's kind of an ego thing. You don't put irons on. It looks kind of goofy. But the dude does not give a shit what people think, obviously. He uses iron covers. He uses 2 gloves. It's the only way he can play.
The guy wants to protect a very, very expensive investment. What the hell is wrong with that? How many times have we seen people out there with irons that look like crap, and all you got to do is protect them? Oh no!
Well, it's because they know he's a tour player that doesn't need to pay for them anymore, so they're thinking, you don't pay for them, but he just keeps the same values he's had ever since a kid, right? He's from a family of not too much money, and I like those values. But we're gonna move along.
He's a lot like Sevy growing up, huh?
Yeah, he's a grinder, and he did things his way. So props to Aaron Rye.
Yeah, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly, Paul. 100%. You said it right on the knob. He's not going to change for people just because they want him to conform. Okay, Sung Jae Im is the next pick.
Ooh,
I had Sung Jae Im last week. Yeah, I had him last week. He had a pretty good first 2 rounds and then went south on the third and fourth round. But I saw some signs. He did finish in the top 20. And I think he's just sneaking up. He hasn't won in almost 2-3 years now. But again, a control player. I'm going with the control theory for this course. Great iron player. And I'm getting 60-1 with 5 places.
Yeah.
I said, sign me up. I'm taking Sung Jae.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he's just not been putting well this year. And obviously he hits the ball really well. It's just the putter is ice cold. So these greens aren't known for like the most break on the tour, right? They're not Augusta National. They're not Oakmont. But there are obviously some slopes here and there. And my 4th pick, Paul, I am going with an American by way of Indian background. I am going with Akshay Bhatia, 90-1 with 8 places. He hasn't been doing too much on the tour lately. I just think his game sets up well for this course. He's pretty accurate, good iron player. And at this value with the 8 placings, I'm taking Akshay. So he's the only American on the board. Got 2 guys of Indian descent and 2 guys from England. So, that's pretty much the outright selections for me today, Paul. I did have a make the cut parlay, but I just didn't have time to put up the graphics. It was like Scotty, Rory, I think Sung Jae, and a few other guys, 4 guys, but I just didn't bother. But having said that, we do have another tournament, believe it or not, on the professional golf schedule. I'm surprised, but LIV Golf is doing an event opposite of the Players Championship. It's a really, really nice course. I remember from last year, it's kind of like the Augusta of like Asia. It's just pristine, manicured, like emerald green, just really, really nice. Not a long course, so you do need accuracy. And I'm going to kick off with 2 picks. Nothing special here. Going with Mark Leishman, the Aussie. He finished 3rd, I believe, last year at this event. Brooks won it last year in Sentosa and Singapore. And I think Leishman finished top 10 last week at the event in Hong Kong. So he's knocking on the door. And he has not won on the LIV Golf scene. So I like Mark Leish to take this one and maybe get a little sweat on Sunday. 34-1. I'm taking the Aussie from Team Ripper. It is Leishman, Marky Leishman. And the second pick I'm taking, Paul, it is Louis Oosthuizen. Yes, 41-1. He hasn't been doing that great this year. He had a lot of runner-up finishes last year for me. I took him a bunch of times, and now his odds have dropped. He used to be in like the 25 to 1 range. And I think
Wow.
the odds makers are noticing he hasn't been doing that great. So now he's going
Yeah.
at 41 to 1, Paul. Sign me up, Louis. Great ball striker. I saw some signs of life there at Hong Kong. He was flagging a few shots there. And obviously Louis needs the putter to wake up. He is
Yeah.
a marksman with his irons. Putter, not so much. But let's see if Louis can bring the thunder here at LIV Singapore.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what
yeah,
they
that
they
pretty much
call the
does.
great equalizer. The great equalizer is your putter. You can, you know,
100%.
it doesn't matter if you're on the green in one or if it takes you two or three. It all
Mhm.
comes down to who's better at putting. You know, who can
Yeah,
read the line, who can, all that. That's the when you get on the green, basically all bets are off. It's who can get the ball in the hole in the least amount of strokes. So, eh, and it always comes down to the putter. And a lot of these people that are talking about the claw grip and this grip and that. Who cares if it works and it's not against the PGA vaunted rules? Who cares if it works?
totally.
Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As long as it works for you, no problem. We've seen how many guys, even Eldrick, how many
Mhm.
guys have changed their golf swing to improve upon it, and they went because they fixed something
Yeah,
that wasn't, or they broke something that wasn't already broken. Now they have to fix it.
like I right, like I always say, in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard, right? It's not
Yeah,
like, oh, I drove the green and three putted, or I hit it in the trees, hit it out of the trees, and one putted. It's just it's a numbers game, right? It's all about what you've
yeah,
done, and you don't have to do it like everyone else does. You don't have to do it like Tiger or Rory. Just do it your own way and
yeah.
trust it. It's a quirky game played by even quirkier people, Paul. So we're gonna thank everyone for joining us. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and please like and subscribe. And Paul and I are going to catch you guys next time on For the Win. Later.
Hang loose. Ciao.